everybody, welcome back to Wasted Opinions. It's been a while. It's been a long summer here. We've all been busy this kind of season, so we haven't had a chance to get together, do this for a while. But today what we're going to be doing is talking about the E3 that was back in June, just a little bit since it's been a while, so we don't really remember too much of it. Also, we had some bets made of the things that were going to happen at E3, so we'll just kind of do a recap of that and things we liked at E3, things we would have liked to have seen, and yeah, so we'll start on your end. What is your name?
My name is MussKeg. I just love the segue. My name is MussKeg, MussKeg.
Finally, LewisLightning has come back to Wasted Opinions.
And I'm CountryBoy. So right now we're gonna start with some shots. Here's some apple pie moonshine, I'm guessing again, I guess.
Hopefully it's not too strong.
Yeah. Always good, always good. So, anyways, if you guys have seen our episode back in June for the E3 predictions, we all made some bets, and we have one clear winner and two clear losers.
Clearly.
Yes. So, our winner here is LewisLightning with 5 points. I had 4, he had 2. And so, he'll have to dole out some sort of a punishment for us, and he wins the coveted belt of
title belt.
It's brutal when you put so much effort and time into something and you don't come out as the winner.
Yes, you put so much time and effort.
It's brutal.
So you had the scores, right? Or do you already talk about it?
Yeah, I just said that you had 5 points,
Okay.
I had 4, he had 2. And well, maybe in the comments we'll say what the scores were for every point.
Nintendo really let me down.
Yeah. I don't know, did you want to say what the punishment was going to be now, or?
I have had this copy of Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days that you guys are going to play for the show.
Oh.
Okay.
Dibs on co-op, dibs on Kane.
I don't care.
I don't know.
I played the demo for it. It is almost unplayable. It is like a handy cam, like it's like, and then it is just.
Which one has the skull? Which one has the skull?
That's Lynch.
Oh, I want Lynch.
I already called. You said you wanted Kane, but
Yeah, you called it.
you called it. I really don't care.
Just a little story behind it. They literally gave me that game for free. Like they're like, here, take this too. We can't get rid of it. At EB Games, which is like GameStop here in Canada.
Yeah. Okay, so
that video will be up for you sometime.
Yeah, and sometime
When we get time to play it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shitty fucking game.
I'll have to be wasted for that one.
Okay, well, anyways, that's kind of our wrap up for what happened for our bets. So at this past E3 2017, what did you guys see that you liked? What would you?
I'm gonna jump right in and say Anthem really caught my attention at the EA conference. I mean, some argued that it looked a little bit too much like Destiny. I can get that, but I like BioWare games. I like most of them. Mass Effect Andromeda has not pulled me in quite as much, but I'm hoping the reason that it wasn't as great was because they were putting more time into Anthem. And yeah, so that really caught my eye. The graphics, the whole gameplay trailer was awesome.
I've never once owned a BioWare game. This would probably be the first game that I bought from BioWare just because it looked so amazing. It looked like what Destiny should have been, basically. I mean, the game hasn't come out. It could still suck. But the gameplay that they showed looked amazing. It looked so
And that was going to kind of be my little jump-in point too, that when you said like, oh, it looks like a lot like Destiny, people were saying, I'm like, yeah, but Destiny let me down. Like, it wasn't everything it should have been, and I'm hoping, from what I've seen, that this game Anthem by BioWare fills it in. And you and I like BioWare a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, he hasn't, I don't think you don't like it, you just haven't played their game.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see a third-person shooter style versus a first-person.
Yeah, I liked it. It didn't, from what we saw, there wasn't too much RPG elements, because that's what usually takes me out of BioWare games, is like, it's so much RPG heavy, and there's like such a big expansive universe that I'm like, I don't even care.
I hope there's not too many repetitive tasks like Destiny, because that's what took me out of Destiny.
Yeah.
You go away and not play it for 2 weeks or something on a vacation, and you come back and you felt like you had to spend 5-10 hours a day
you would have
playing
to grind just to get
back
stuff,
to where
right?
you need to be.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we played the hell out of Destiny, don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
We enjoyed that game, but it was definitely...
Once you lost keeping up track,
yeah.
you just...
Once you were out for a month, you're just... out of it. You just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anthem, I was totally looking forward to that.
And fun fact, Bioware being based out of Edmonton, where it's really getting developed as well, they actually did the Anthem. They had one of the exosuits developed into a corn maze.
The corn maze, yeah. I saw
So
that.
the corn maze that you can go through that if you see. There's a video on the I think Bioware or EA's YouTube channel of it.
So I've seen an image of it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For me, and I know what you want to talk about, so I'm not going to steal that from you.
Oh, whatever.
But I'm guessing you guys aren't excited about this, but the Assassin's Creed Origins, like, to me, a lot of that stuff looked refreshing for the series. I don't know. Like,
okay.
I don't know.
It just, would it kill them to have a non-glitchy Assassin's Creed?
The last like 3 or 4 have been like that.
Nightmares. The last one that I bought, what was the main one that came out?
Well, there was
the one that was in France had the shitload of.
The one that was France. The first one that had like the multiplayer kind of.
Yeah, that was Unity.
I couldn't even play it. I bought the game. Boxing Day, didn't open it for like.
That one.
Didn't even work.
I think PC players, like, it was even worse on the PC. They had so many updates they had to do before it was even playable.
Yeah.
But I like that they're going back in time. Like, we're getting too close to the modern day in the other games, and now jumping back to like something where we're still using bows and arrows.
It's even further back than it's ever been. Eh?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of cool. Assassin's Creed's lost me over the years, just because it's just every year it's just the same idea, same type of game.
Same thing. Same. Go find all these
the
points.
slight change to the game that they don't. It doesn't constitute me buying it every year.
Yeah.
So.
And here's another thing. It's tell me another game that takes place in like old time Egyptian era. Like, that was something I was looking forward to. God of War.
Yeah.
No one's done it, and like maybe this will be the one that kind of brings to the
They
forefront.
lost me since the second one. The second one was my favorite, and they had all those cool puzzles, and there was a lot of the mystery of what was happening in the modern day time.
Assassin's Creed 2 was a big jump from the first Assassin's Creed.
It had some cool, like all the puzzles. That was one of my favorite parts. Was all those encrypted files you had to get to, and then. But no. After that, it was just.
No, I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Assassin's Creed games. There's just too many of them.
Better. You could play the old ones, and it'd be basically the same. So.
Oh, whatever. Maybe I'll get back into them sometime. But my number one game that I was excited to see, and I was glad that it performed, was Spider-Man, because obviously. But no, the gameplay looked amazing. I didn't really know the bad guy. I had to look him up, Mr. Negative.
I heard of him, but I haven't read or seen anything.
I like that they're doing something original, and Insomniac is. They haven't had really a bad game out there. They've never made a bad game as far as I can tell. Yeah. Like Resistance, Ratchet and Clank, even the game that they made on Xbox, Sunset Overdrive, people have praised that game. So I'm actually really looking forward to Spider-Man. That gameplay trailer that they showed.
Who made the original, the one that you really like, the Spider-Man 2? Is that Insomniac?
No, that was
Activision.
Yeah, Activision, maybe Beanox Studios, I'm not even sure. I think it was Activision though.
Yeah, Beanox did, I know the Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time, I think.
I don't know if it's going to happen, but one thing that would be really fun for that Spider-Man game is if there's a multiplayer component where people could be like, if I could play with you and I could be Venom
Miles
or
Morales.
could be Carnage or something like that.
I've said that
before.
Fun. Like, if they're going to put a multiplayer component in, it's going to be like the Spider-Verse, where you got Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen.
2099 Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, you'll have like all these different ones.
I don't know, it'd be fun to web sling around.
As long as they nail the web slinging, that's the only reason why I like Spider-Man 2 so much. It's because back in the day when they had Spider-Man 2, the game, the web slinging was just perfect. Like, I felt like I could just do this all day, right? And that's all they gotta do is nail that, and I love the game basically.
And that was something like a lot of people talk about that. The web swing was good, and I agree. But to me, that's not what makes the game like. I like to see, from what I saw about this one, is like he had like these other powers and stuff. Like, well, not powers, but like he threw on that spider web mine. And
that's awesome. Like
pulling shit over. Like, you're innovating on what he can do.
Yeah, using like the background or sort of what do you call it, the
objects
in the universe. That's cool.
I think my favorite Spider-Man game, because I didn't play that too. I liked Maximum Carnage, the one on Super
Sega
Nintendo or something. Anyway, not to go into detail, but that's one that stuck out for me.
Okay. I don't know. You guys have any other standouts for the EA3?
Really disappointed there was no Red Dead 2 stuff.
Okay,
that was probably my biggest disappointment.
Yeah. So Red Dead. That was one of your predictions, obviously.
It was a prediction, but it was even just something I really wanted to see.
Oh, absolutely! I want to see more of it. They never show anything until like it's almost over.
Yeah.
Freaking Rockstar is so tight to the.
It almost always stays to its own to itself.
Yeah.
But like I know a while ago for GTA 5, they put a trailer out at the VGA, and that was it. So if we're gonna see anything, we'll see like a trailer.
And there
somewhere,
was
I think.
one time when I think the new consoles were coming out, they made an announcement that their Grand Theft Auto 5 was coming out for the new consoles as well too. That was like the only times I've ever seen it.
But otherwise, I never expect them to come to a game show that's not
No.
Rockstar exclusive.
I usually don't either too. But what would you like to have seen?
Something from I can't think of their name now. Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Something.
Yeah.
I didn't care if it was Infamous,
One of our
but
predictions
I
too.
would love if it was Infamous.
Mhm.
But like, could have been something else. Whatever they're working on.
Exactly. It's gonna be big.
I love that.
It's gonna be big. Whatever comes out.
It was a great movie.
But what?
Sucker Punch.
Oh.
That wasn't a great movie
They
at all.
That was alright. The fight scene with the big samurai.
I thought you were saying you want to.
I thought it was bad. It was bad CGI.
And that chick was hot.
Yeah, the chicks were all hot. But
What else do you need?
That's
Giant samurai fighting
terrible.
hot
It was
chicks.
bad. Like that was Zack Snyder's one of his worst movies.
He didn't actually make it.
So
I think
far.
it was from Zack Snyder.
So
Somebody else
far.
directed, I thought.
No, I don't know. I think he directed it. It was like all his, it was all
I'm
his
pretty sure it was
brainchild.
Yeah, his brainchild.
They were hot.
Yes, they were hot. Yeah, I'm with you with Sucker Punch, and maybe not an Infamous game, but anything from them, because it's been a long time. Basically, since the console was announced, right? Since that's when we had Infamous.
Yeah.
Second son.
Not that I'm a fan of it, but like even Sly Cooper, even if it's nothing I'm gonna buy,
Yeah.
put it out. I'd love to see what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Give us a hint what you guys are working on, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
And then, you know, honestly, I was gonna say the order, but you know what? That's okay. I'll say Rocksteady Games, the guys that made
Oh, that's a good one.
Batman. What are they doing? They haven't had a Batman game in a couple of years, and they're not doing any more Batman games. So what are they doing? That's what I would love to have seen.
I mean, I could make a lot of guesses of what I want to see, but yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
Green Lantern game.
Superman.
No.
Someone can make a good Green Lantern game. Hey,
I don't know how you could do a Green Lantern game. It'd be hard.
I don't think it's up their alley, but I want to see someone do a Green Lantern game well.
I could see them doing like a Flash game or something. I could see that. Or actually, I could see Sucker Punch doing that because they kind of had that with that neon chick in the second son.
Oh, yeah.
She kind of had that power almost, eh?
Yeah.
The way you could run really fast and they had like a streak behind you. Yeah. Anyways. Well, I mean, that's a couple things we would have liked to have seen. Some things we did like at E3. And stay tuned for our punishment.
Sorry it was so late getting back to you on that.
Yeah. A month and a half, 2 months later. 3
Summer's
months later.
summer's a busy time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, closing statements.
Maybe I'll actually pay attention to what's leading up to E3 next year.
Oh, whatever. I didn't. I just threw out what I wanted to see.
Or
basically.
maybe I'll watch it.
Maybe I'll watch it.
Okay.
I rely heavily on these two.
Yeah. He could have won for all he knows.
Yeah.
there is a Nintendo VR coming out. He didn't even know.
That was something we should have touched on.
I want to point out that
Nintendo stuff.
SNES was got released yesterday and sold out.
SNES
immediately.
Mini.
Mini.
Yeah,
They're not available in
SNES
Canada.
was announced a while ago.
Not available in Canada, thankfully yet.
Yeah.
It was only I would have been sad if they sold out and I missed out on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
I was going to say that
Oh, so go ahead.
Nintendo Pokemon, we didn't talk about what Nintendo did or, well, we all glanced over what they did or
They
didn't.
let me down. That's what Nintendo did.
Because I don't really follow Nintendo anymore.
Well,
They've been disappointing me every year.
I'm disappointed they didn't really show anything. They announced new Metroid, they announced
Yeah.
Pokemon.
What about the rabbits?
Oh, rabbits with Mario?
Mario.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what that game really is.
That game looks like
I
crap.
don't even know what rabbits are.
Okay, let's do our closing statement.
I did. That was my closing statement.
That was
Who are
mine.
you?
I'm MussKeg still.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Closing statements. I thought we were going to say, like, I'm not.
On any...
Oh yeah, you can catch me on. Been so long.
Because it's so long.
You can catch me on PSN, Twitch, Twitter, all MussKeg. Yeah.
Cool.
I am the LewisLightning. I'm on Twitch. You can find me sometimes.
Okay, and I'm CountryBoy_9. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN.
Instagram.
And Grinder.
Not anymore. Well, anyways.
Not anymore.
See you guys.
Too much success.